In order to successfully submit an application for incentive programs offered by the Missouri Department of Economic Development, a company's tax clearance must be provided by the Missouri Department of Revenue, or DOR. To meet the tax clearance obligation, the company must first submit the Form 943 to the DOR. The form can be found on DOR's website at dor.mo.gov/forms/943.pdf. Upon receipt of the Form 943, DOR will review and send the applicant a response with the tax clearance status. If there are no outstanding tax issues, DOR will send a tax clearance letter to the company. This letter should accompany the corresponding tax incentive program application that is then submitted to the Department of Economic Development. This tax clearance letter is only valid for 90 days. When filling out the Form 943, there are 3 numbers at the top you will need to fill in. The first is the Missouri Tax ID number. This number is assigned by the Missouri Department of Revenue at the time your company registers for the reporting of sales, use, withholding, corporation income, or corporation franchise tax. If you need assistance locating that number, you may contact Business Tax Registration at 573-751-5860. The second number you need to fill in is the Federal Employer ID number. The IRS issues a Federal Employer Identification number when you register to file federal taxes. The third number you will need to fill in is the charter number. Your corporate charter number is issued to a Missouri corporation, limited liability company, or limited partnership by the Missouri Secretary of State's office, authorizing your company to transact business in the state of Missouri. Questions concerning this number should be directed to the Missouri Secretary of State's office at area code 573-751-4153. Next on the form, you will need to answer questions 1 and 2. Check the appropriate box regarding ownership and supply the business name and address. In the next section, Reasons for Request, check Other under question 2. On the line, write DED Due Diligence. This indicates to the Missouri Department of Revenue that this form is needed for the purpose of an application you are submitting to the Department of Economic Development. To complete the form, fill in your contact information and sign the form. The completed form can be mailed, faxed, or emailed to the Missouri Department of Revenue with the information below. The contact information can also be found at the bottom of the form. If you have further questions about completing the form or obtaining a tax clearance, please contact the Missouri Department of Revenue. Again, the Missouri Department of Revenue will process your application and send the tax clearance letter to you. If they find an issue that prevents them from issuing a tax clearance, they will respond to you with detailed information. When you receive the tax clearance letter, you will need to forward it on to your contact at the Missouri Department of Economic Development. This completes the instructions on how to fill out a tax clearance request form. Thank you.